Hey there, welcome to day 170 of our BU 365-day challenge. This year's challenge is the BU 365-day challenge. Do one thing every day that improves us, that continually improves us and moves us toward automatically becoming the best version of ourselves, the person that we want to be, to enjoy our lives. All of us want to live our best life and enjoy our life. So how do we do that? One little day at a time. So this month we're focusing on relationships, and today's topic is tolerance. And I guess our action item will be, how tolerant are you with respect to relationships? I'm going to talk about 25 things you should never tolerate in your primary relationship, or in really any relationships, over a period of time. And I wish I would have had this list when I was married, because if I had the internet in this list, I probably would have known much sooner, or consciously been aware much sooner, that I was in a relationship that was not good or healthy for me. Now, it doesn't mean that that person is a bad person. It just means that that person and I should not have been in a relationship. All right, so what is tolerance? Tolerance means that we accept that people are different than we are, that they get to be themselves and we get to be ourselves. Tolerance means I am going to maybe not necessarily agree with all the things that you think and believe and feel and how you act and the type of person you are, but I'm going to accept and respect you as a human being that has the same rights and responsibilities as I do, to be, do, and have whatever I want. Just like if I get to be, do, and have and show up in the world any way I want, then I need to respect and allow you to do the same. Now, I'm going to say I allow you to do the same as long as it doesn't negatively impact me and people I love and care about, right? Which often includes the people that I'm here to serve on the planet. So tolerance allows us to tell the partner, the person that we are in a relationship with, that there's something we really don't like that they do or say or believe. I could give a ton of examples of this. Sometimes there's words that other people use that just tweak us and use us the wrong way. They're derogatory terms about other people or about situations or things. If somebody says, oh, that's retarded, and I am guilty of this as well, it bothers me, because retarded means something different nowadays than it used to. If you say something's gay, it means something different than it used to, which really personally bothers me, because I like the word gay. I think gay is a wonderful word. It means happy and delighted and excited and everything else. So tolerance means that I accept and respect you for who you are and how you want to show up in the world, and I expect you to do the same. I expect to be respected and accepted for who I am and who I want to be and how I show up in the world. So in our primary relationship, what is this crazy list of 25, and I'm sure there's more, things we should not tolerate in our relationship? I don't think we should tolerate it with our significant other. I don't think we should tolerate it with our children, our in-laws, our family, our friends, anyone. We shouldn't tolerate any of these things. But everything else, yeah, go ahead. We'll tolerate it. So what are these things? What's this list of 25? I grab my magnifying glass so I can actually see what it has to say. The first one, of course, is physical abuse. Second, mental and emotional abuse. Mental and emotional abuse can be as damaging and harmful and fear-creating as physical abuse. I won't talk about how I know that, but I totally know that. 3, stonewalling, meaning the person will pretend they don't hear you. They'll walk away in the middle of a conversation. They just won't even engage. Number 4, ignoring boundaries and needs. If the other person, the other side of the relationship, ignores your boundaries and needs, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. Now, it works the exact same way. If you do any of these things, if you know that you do any of these things, or even if you don't know, but you do them, then people should not be in relationships with you as well, if you treat them that way. Number 5, people that never apologize. We all know somebody or something that no matter what, they're never wrong, they never apologize. Number 6, manipulation and control. People that feel like they have to manipulate or control you. We got some politicians like that these days. Number 7, obsessive jealousy. Number 8, comparing irrationally, meaning that they'll compare things just that don't even make sense. Number 9, or here's an example of that one. Comparing rationally is, say I as a woman am self-conscious and I think I've got a big rear end. If your significant other or anyone in a relationship continually points out other women with skinny rear ends and, oh, look at that nice you know what butt or something, that is comparing irrationally. It's not fair to compare. Or, oh, look at that tall woman and you're really conscientious about being short and pointing out all the tall beautiful women. That is a way of undermining you. And you know, we even have friends that do that kind of thing, right? Number 9, demeaning statements. Number 10, shaming. Number 11, gaslighting. I think of gaslighting like broken record syndrome, repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, or shutting you down if you don't agree exactly with what they say. Breaking your trust, 12. 13, constantly making excuses. If you find yourself constantly having to make excuses for someone, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. I used to do that all the time for my ex-husband, because he chose for a lot of years not to participate in family gatherings because he was mad at me or because he was mad at one of my sisters. And that to me, I always had to make excuses for him, and that was ridiculous. Number 14, neediness and clinging. Number 15, lying. Number 16, hurtful comments. Number 17, denying your friends, or number 18, dismissing your family. Number 19, financial control or lack of financial control. 20, refusing to compromise or negotiate. 21, addiction without a recovery plan. You can be in a relationship with somebody who's addicted to something, but if they don't have any kind of plan to change or stop doing that, probably shouldn't be in a relationship with them. I guess it depends on the addiction. You know, some people are addicted to exercise, and maybe that's something that you don't have a problem with. But somebody addicted to drugs or alcohol or pornography or something probably shouldn't be in a relationship with them. 22, the slave treatment. If anybody thinks that you are at their beck and call and should do whatever they tell you to, run the other way. 23, constant negativity. And this one's kind of subjective, right? But we all know people that are negative all the time. If somebody's negative all the time, we shouldn't be in a relationship with them. Why? Because that spreads to us. Positivity is catchy, but negativity is even more catchy. Just worse than colds and COVID. 24, grandiosity and entitlement. If somebody thinks that they are better than other people or entitled to something just because of who they are, run the other way. And finally, 25, disrespect. If anybody is disrespectful, shouldn't be in a relationship with them. So maybe today we just ask ourselves, do I do any of those things? And you know what? We all are disrespectful sometimes. We're all obsessive and jealous sometimes, but it's the overarching, are you more of it than not? And you have to be the one that decides and draws the line into the sand to what you will and will not tolerate. But these are all things that none of us as human beings that love and respect ourselves should tolerate in other people, should tolerate in our relationship. Now, I've tolerated a lot of this in different relationships throughout my history, my past. I don't tolerate really any of it now, but I have. And so I know what it feels like, and it didn't feel good, right? Didn't feel good at the time. It doesn't feel good to me to think about it now. And you know, instead of blaming the other person, I pretty much beat myself up over being stupid enough to fall for it and put up with it at all, right? I had old boyfriends that were terrible, and I still dated them. I had an ex-husband that wasn't awesome to me and not right for me, yet I put up with it for a quarter century. So there's lessons learned in life for all of us, and like you, I'm continually learning them. So today, as an action item, let's just think about when we should and shouldn't be tolerant. I think we need to be tolerant of things in other people that they can't change, right? That I cannot, and I don't like the word can't, because I believe we can do anything we set our mind to, but I can't be 6 feet tall, right? I'm 5'1.5" on a tall day, so I'm never gonna be 6 feet tall. So I should never tolerate people being mean to me or bullying me or putting me down because I'm short. I'm already short enough. Nobody needs to put me down. So I shouldn't tolerate that. Have I in the past? Absolutely. People will tell us lies to make themselves feel better. I've learned that. It's sad, and unfortunately, the lies are often their reality, their distorted sense of reality, but it doesn't mean we have to buy into it. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself. How tolerant are you, and how tolerant are you of others? 10 being super tolerant, 0 being not tolerant at all. Hey, it's my way or the highway. 10 being, hey, I pretty much live and let live. Share that in the comments below. And I will be with you tomorrow. I looked up what we're talking about. Oh, responsibility. We're talking about responsibility tomorrow. And I would say personal responsibility, because we can only be responsible for ourselves, ultimately. Any questions, hit me up. Have an awesome Father's Day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.